The concept of evil is central to many of the world's major belief systems, manifesting in various forms such as devils, demons, and malevolent spirits. This video explores how different religions depict and understand these evil forces, offering insights into their roles and significance within each tradition. Christianity, Satan, and demons. Satan, the adversary. In Christian theology, Satan is the ultimate adversary of God and humanity, symbolizing pure evil and opposition to divine will. The narrative of Satan evolves from scriptural sources and theological interpretations over centuries. Traditionally, Satan is portrayed as a fallen angel, originally created as a high-ranking being in God's celestial hierarchy. His rebellion against God, rooted in pride and a desire for power, is drawn from passages in the Old Testament, where Satan, originally named Lucifer, is cast out of heaven along with other rebellious angels. The New Testament further solidifies Satan's role as the chief adversary. He tempts Jesus in the wilderness and is depicted in the book of Revelation as a dragon or serpent, locked in an eternal struggle against God. Satan's primary objective is to lead humanity away from God through deceit, temptation, and corruption, often seen as the ruler of a demonic realm. Demons, agents of evil. In Christian belief, demons are malevolent supernatural beings closely associated with Satan, often considered the fallen angels who joined his rebellion. These entities actively work to undermine divine order and afflict humanity. The New Testament provides numerous accounts of demonic activity, particularly in the Gospels, where Jesus frequently exorcises demons, emphasizing their tangible presence and destructive power. Demons are believed to possess various abilities, including deceiving, influencing thoughts and actions, and causing physical and mental afflictions. They seek to inhabit human bodies, using possession as a means to exert control and spread chaos. Christian demonology categorizes demons in various hierarchies and functions, drawing from medieval and Renaissance sources. The belief in demons underscores the cosmic struggle between good and evil, highlighting the importance of spiritual vigilance and moral integrity. Islam, Iblis and Shayateen. Iblis, Shaitan, the defiant jinn. In Islamic theology, Iblis, also known as Shaitan, represents evil and opposition to God, Allah. Iblis, a jinn created from smokeless fire, possesses free will, unlike angels created from light. His fall stems from his refusal to bow to Adam, citing his superiority as a being of fire over one of clay. This act of defiance, rooted in pride and arrogance, leads to his expulsion from heaven and his vow to lead humanity astray through temptation and deceit. Iblis's influence is limited to those who willingly follow his suggestions, while true believers remain steadfast in their faith. His role is akin to the concept of Satan in Christianity and Judaism, emphasizing the internal and external struggle against temptation. Shayatin, demonic followers of Iblis. Shayatin, the plural form of Shaitan, are demonic beings who assist Iblis in his mission to lead humans astray. These jinn exploit human weaknesses, whispering evil suggestions, waswas, and promoting sinful behavior. Shayatin represent a broader understanding of spiritual warfare, highlighting the need for constant vigilance and adherence to Islamic teachings to guard against their influence. The struggle against Shayatin is part of the greater jihad, spiritual struggle, that every Muslim must undertake to maintain their faith and integrity. Hinduism, Asuras and Rakshasas. Asuras, power-seeking deities. In Hinduism, Asuras are power-seeking deities often depicted as antagonistic to the more benevolent Devas. This cosmic struggle between good and evil, order and chaos, is central to Hindu mythology. Asuras, originating from the same divine family as the Devas, are characterized by their pursuit of power and material pleasures, leading to their portrayal as embodiments of chaos and darkness. Despite their generally negative portrayal, Asuras are not inherently evil in early Vedic texts. They possess qualities such as intelligence and ambition, but their downfall often stems from arrogance and misuse of power. The narrative of Asuras serves as a moral allegory, emphasizing the need for balance and adherence to Dharma, cosmic law and order, to maintain harmony in the universe. Rakshasas, malevolent beings. Rakshasas are another class of demonic beings in Hindu mythology, known for their malevolent nature and hostility towards humans and gods. Unlike asuras, rakshasas are depicted as grotesque, fearsome creatures embodying evil and chaos in a more direct manner. They are shapeshifters with immense strength and magical powers, often preying on humans and disrupting religious rituals. Notable rakshasas include Ravana, the 10-headed demon king of Lanka, and Hiranyakashipu, whose excessive pride and defiance against divine authority lead to their dramatic defeats. Rakshasas symbolize the inner demons of anger, greed, lust, and other vices that individuals must overcome to achieve spiritual enlightenment. Buddhism, Mara and Yama. Mara, the tempter. In Buddhism, Mara symbolizes the forces of temptation, distraction, and delusion that obstruct the path to enlightenment. Mara's most famous intervention occurs during Siddhartha Gautama's quest for enlightenment. Mara attempts to disrupt Siddhartha's meditation through various tactics, including sending his daughters to tempt him and summoning an army of demons. Siddhartha remains steadfast, ultimately defeating Mara and achieving enlightenment. Mara represents the internal and external obstacles that practitioners face on their spiritual journey, emphasizing the importance of mindfulness, wisdom, and perseverance in overcoming these challenges. Yama, the Lord of Death. Yama, in Buddhist cosmology, is the Lord of Death and the ruler of the underworld, presiding over the cycle of reincarnation, samsara, and the judgment of beings after death. Yama examines the deeds of the deceased and determines their subsequent rebirth based on their karma, reinforcing the ethical and moral dimensions of Buddhist practice. Yama's judgment serves as a mechanism for experiencing the consequences of one's actions, highlighting the impermanent and cyclical nature of existence. In Mahayana Buddhism, Yama is often depicted as Dharmaraja, the Lord of the Law, emphasizing his role in enforcing Dharma. Judaism, Satan, and Shadim. Satan, the accuser. In Jewish tradition, Satan is depicted as an accuser or adversary rather than the embodiment of pure evil. His role is primarily as a tester of faith and integrity. The Book of Job provides a detailed account of Satan's role, where he challenges the righteousness of Job, testing his faith through suffering. Satan's role in Judaism is more nuanced, acting within the divine order to test human faith and actions, emphasizing the internal struggle for moral and spiritual integrity. Shadim, demonic spirits. Shadim are demonic spirits mentioned in Jewish folklore and rabbinic texts. These malevolent entities, believed to exist in a parallel world, can influence and interact with the physical world in harmful ways. Shadim are associated with illness, misfortune, and spiritual impurity, often depicted as the souls of deceased beings who continue to exist in a restless or malevolent state. Jewish mystical traditions, particularly in the Kabbalah, view Shadim as manifestations of negative spiritual forces, emphasizing the need for spiritual awareness and protective measures to navigate these challenges. Sikhism, Kal. In Sikhism, Kal represents the concept of time and death, personified as a powerful and demonic force opposing righteousness. Kal governs the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, reminding individuals of the impermanence of worldly existence and the need for spiritual awakening. Sikh teachings emphasize overcoming Kal's influence through devotion to Waheguru, God, ethical living, and self-realization. Bahai faith, the absence of good. The Bahai faith views evil as the absence of good, analogous to how darkness is the absence of light. Evil arises from human imperfections and moral failings, not from an external demonic source. Bahai teachings emphasize personal growth, moral development, and the cultivation of virtues, with spiritual growth involving overcoming these imperfections and aligning one's will with the will of God. Jainism, Bhutas and Rakshasas. Bhutas, restless spirits. In Jainism, Bhutas are spirits or ghosts believed to inhabit the physical world, often causing harm or possessing individuals. These entities result from unresolved karmic bonds or intense emotions, leading to their restless or malevolent state. Jain teachings emphasize ethical living and spiritual practices to protect against Bhutas and advance toward liberation. Rakshasas, demonic forces. Rakshasas in Jainism, similar to their counterparts in Hinduism, are depicted as malevolent beings embodying evil and chaos. They symbolize the negative qualities and vices within individuals, emphasizing the importance of overcoming these traits through nonviolence, self-discipline, and renunciation. Shinto, Oni and Yurei. Oni, malevolent spirits. In Shinto, Oni are malevolent spirits or demons, often depicted as large, hideous beings with horns and wild hair. They embody calamities, misfortunes, and human vices, frequently portrayed as adversaries in Japanese folklore. Rituals and festivals such as Setsubun aim to drive away Oni and invite good fortune. Yurei, ghosts. Yurei are ghosts or spirits of the dead who died under traumatic or unresolved circumstances. These spirits, tethered to the physical world by intense emotions, are often feared for their potential to cause harm. Shinto practices involve rituals to pacify Yurei, ensuring harmony between the living and the spiritual realms. Taoism, hungry ghosts, and Gai. Hungry ghosts, spirits of excessive desires. In Taoism, hungry ghosts are spirits of individuals who died with unresolved issues or insatiable desires. They exist in a state of perpetual hunger and suffering, reflecting the consequences of excessive desires and emotional turmoil. Rituals and offerings during the Ghost Festival aim to appease these spirits. Gai, general term for ghosts. Gai is a general term for ghosts or spirits in Taoism, encompassing a range of supernatural entities. Some Gai are benign, while others are malevolent, posing threats to the living. Taoist practices involve rituals to appease or ward off harmful Gui, maintaining harmony between the physical and spiritual realms. Zoroastrianism, Angra Mainyu and Daivas. Angra Mainyu, the destructive spirit. In Zoroastrianism, Angra Mainyu, Ahriman, is the embodiment of evil and the primary adversary of Ahura Mazda, representing the destructive spirit in a cosmic struggle between good and evil. Despite his formidable power, Angra Mainyu is ultimately seen as a finite being who will be defeated, emphasizing the moral and spiritual framework of Zoroastrianism. Devas, demonic entities. Devas are demonic entities serving Angra Mainyu, responsible for spreading chaos and destruction. They incite violence, spread lies, and perpetuate injustice, acting as agents of Angra Mainyu's malevolent will. Zoroastrian practice involves rituals and ethical living to combat the influence of Devas and uphold the principles of truth and righteousness. Indigenous religions, evil spirits, and malevolent forces. Native American traditions. Evil spirits in Native American traditions, such as the Wendigo and Skinwalkers, reflect cultural fears of cannibalism and misuse of spiritual power. These entities embody themes of greed, gluttony, and moral decay. African traditions. In African indigenous religions, spirits like the Tokoloshe and Ads are feared for their supernatural abilities and impact on health and well-being. They highlight the fear of hidden dangers and the importance of spiritual protection. Australian Aboriginal traditions. Malevolent entities like the Muljawank and Yara Maihahu in Australian Aboriginal cultures embody the risks associated with the natural environment and the need for respect and avoidance of certain places. Pacific Islander traditions. Spirits such as Aitu and Tupua in Pacific Islander cultures represent the dual nature of supernatural beings, emphasizing the need for rituals and offerings to maintain harmony. Amazonian traditions. Entities like Jurupari and Yakuruna in Amazonian folklore reflect the mysterious and potentially hostile aspects of the natural environment, highlighting the importance of respecting nature. New religious movements, Scientology and Western occultism. Scientology, Bodhisattvas. In Scientology, Bodhisattvas are negative spiritual entities believed to cause psychological and physical issues. These entities, attached to individuals, are addressed through auditing to achieve spiritual liberation and self-empowerment. Western occultism, demonic entities. Western occultism features entities such as Lucifer, Beelzebub, and various demons, often described in grimoires and occult texts. These entities are invoked for power, knowledge, and personal gain, reflecting the fascination with the mystical and the quest for supernatural abilities. Conclusion. The concepts of devils, demons, and evil forces across major belief systems illustrate the rich and varied tapestry of human understanding of malevolent spiritual entities. These beliefs underscore the enduring human interest in the unseen forces that shape our reality, and the ongoing effort to understand and harness these forces for spiritual and personal growth. Thank you for joining me in this look at evil in major belief systems. If you'd like to know more, just let me know in the comments below. Until next time.